The School Experiment. I am trapped in my own school. Part 1. Submitted by not necessarily. It was supposed to be an exciting day. Today was our official 5-day Year 9 camp. We were all hyped up, and almost everyone attended school on that day. The camp was supposed to go from Monday to Friday. I should have realized the camp was a cover-up for something sinister as soon as I saw that it was free. We all huddled up that day in the shaded area ready to get on our school bus. The trip wouldn't be too long as our school was already way far away from town. It was in a secluded area in the woods. That wasn't a bad thing though, and our school was massive. By massive, I really mean it. We have about 100 rooms, most of which are always empty. We have 20 ovals. Even the main area where we all hang out is the size of like 2 ovals. So there we were, all of us in grade 9 waiting for the bus to arrive so we could go to our promised camp. All the other grades were on camp, so there were about 180 of us in the whole school. After a very long time of waiting, we were all escorted to the main hall. We sat down in our seats. Lots of men with shotguns came into the hall from all doors and surrounded the perimeter. The teachers all exited the hall in fear. A tall woman in a lab coat came from behind the stage and started to set up the projectors. "What the?" my friend Corey stuttered. A student suddenly got up from his chair in front of us and booked it for the open doors. He didn't even get close before we all heard a deafening bang that made our ears ring. Blood sprayed everywhere, and the student that had once been running out was now on the floor dead. Everyone screamed, but the woman at the front quickly silenced us. No one wanted to have the same fate as the poor kid on the floor, so they all shut up quickly. The hall was so silent you could hear a pin drop. The projector started up, and we saw a logo on the screen. Perceptions Research Organization. Pro. The woman then started her long speech and explained all the rules to some sick experiment. She called it, the School Experiment. I will try my best to transcribe her speech from memory here. Welcome fellow students to our new experiment. We are a research organization, and today we are conducting a new experiment in your school. My name is Ms. Wynn, and I am the coordinator for today. I will introduce you to this experiment. You will be left to survive in school for 5 days. The catch is that we will only allow one person out at the end of 5 days. You must all kill each other out to survive. If there are multiple people at the end of the 5 days, our guards will eliminate people at random. However, for the 5 days, our guards will not interfere with anything and will simply watch the school perimeters. Any attempts to escape will result in death. On the school grounds, you are allowed to do anything, except contacting anyone on the outside. We will leave weapons and food around the school, and it is your responsibility to get it. You will be provided with a heavy-duty wristband. Make sure you wear it as that is what we are using to monitor you. The band monitors your blood pressure, heart rate and location. Cameras have already been set up around the whole school. Thank you. The actual speech was obviously much longer than that, but those were all the important points I could cover. The whole hall was silent except for a few gasps. We were made to sit in the hall for about 20 minutes extra. They were apparently setting up loot around the school. The masked guards with shotguns watched us while we waited. No one dared to escape. 4 guards gave everyone in the hall a wristband and made them put it on. It was made of hard rubber. It didn't have a buckle. It had a clamp-type system where once you put it on, you'd need a special tool to take it off. I made sure to put my one a little loose on my wrist, but the guard watched me put it on and immediately made me tighten it. Then suddenly all the armed guards exited the hall along with Dr. Wynn. The school PA system turned on, and a deep male voice spoke. The game has begun. We were all confused at first, dazed at what had just happened. Some students were silently crying. Some just had solemn expressions on their faces. The peace didn't last long. There was a commotion at the back of the hall. I looked behind me and heard blood-curdling screams. People were fighting. Blood was everywhere on the floor. It was a bloodbath. I took Corey's hand and pulled him with me out of the hall. Right outside the door, there was a small pistol. I picked it up along with the ammo and continued running. I made my way to the computer labs as I heard more screams from the hall. My phone does not have reception. Corey and I are typing this in the computer lab at school. Thank God school Wi-Fi exists and VPNs exist. Please help me guys, I don't know what to do.